Hey guys, we're replacing a door on a Honda Civic 2000. Yeah, a guy brought me a door from a junkyard, and here we go for our hinges. This is one of the easiest door swaps ever. You got a 12mm bolt there. Bolts onto this doohickey right here. You don't have to take the two inside bolts out if you don't want to. And we got two bolts here. We can get them with a skinny 3/8 ratchet. One was 13mm and one was 12mm. I think they're all supposed to be 12mm. I got one bolt off of this hinge here, only one hinge holding it up here. Now our wiring to the door is right here, and it's all a connector, which is super nice instead of having to feed all the wires through. So we're just gonna disconnect that once we get a little room. I don't know what's better, do it now or later. So before I take that last bolt off, maybe I'll pop this connector off, you know? All right, so he has slowly lost power to stuff on his door. Speaker went out first, then all the windows went out. If this loses like ground or something to this, it's gonna cut out all the windows. And peeling back the harness, you can see there's some frayed wires in there. Just from opening and closing throughout the years, these wires have worn out. I thought it was a bad ground, and I see a ground that's disconnected right there. So to repair this wiring harness, I am going to use the other door. So we're gonna disconnect this wiring harness, get that last bolt out, and grab the door off. I have it supported with my hoist arm. You can use a floor jack or just have somebody helping you out holding onto the door when you take that last bolt out. Our new door from the junkyard, let's take a look-see at it. We got it sitting right here. Perfect. And if you look at our wiring harness, it has been chopped off right there from the junkyard, which is good. They leave us extra wires so we can rewire the door. And yeah, they disconnected it there. Perfect. We'll just have to put that one bolt in. Awesome. All right, so let's get that door off and check out the wiring. Here we are with the door off. Here's our connector. The clip is at the top. You press this down and pull out. You can see all these wires are shattered just from bending over the years. It happens. So we're gonna get our new door put on there, but first we take the wiring off the old door and then we swap it out. We're gonna cut this insulation back so we can get a nice long wire, start connecting the wires, and wrap them all up again. Oh, we got a lot of wires to connect here. All right, about half the wires were just gone off of this old harness. I cut the rest with my side snips. Before you do that, make sure you disconnect your battery. There is stuff that gets constant power here. All right, so here we are. Used a screwdriver to kind of pry that out of there, right there. And the sheath doesn't want to slide very easily off of it. Came right off of that one. Might have to take this electrical tape off. There's all our wires, and we got to match them all up color to color. They should all be different. See, like there's a yellow right there, but it's got a black stripe. There's a yellow right there, but it has no stripe. So everything has its own stripe. And you can use butt connectors, wire connectors, you know, whatever you prefer. But we got to get all these wires connected. All these wires connected to there. So I'm gonna chop a little bit off of this and a little bit off of this, inspect that there's no damage anywhere going up here, and get these all wired together. All right, I'm prepped up, ready to roll. ready to start stripping and connecting. I put the first half of this sheath on that covers the wires and popped it back in its groove. It actually splits in two pieces. This, see right there, and it's connected with electrical tape on both harnesses. So put the first half through. Then to feed all the wires, I did chop length off both sides. I put electrical tape around here to feed it through because it was tricky. I'm going to take this electrical tape off now. And now we can start connecting everything. I've got a tray of butt connectors. And yeah, time to start stripping every one of these wire ends off and connecting them to their other half. So guys, I got the door back on. Ran out of butt connectors, had to use a few wire nuts. But now the windows go up and down again. I can turn the key on, show you. There was a couple complications. Oh, look at that, they work again. All right, the door lock's not doing anything. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it didn't work before. I don't know. All right, so all the wires down in that mess, I haven't wrapped them up yet. I only have one bolt in the hinge. I just wanted to put it together and verify the stuff worked. I'm gonna have to call this guy and see if his door locks worked before. I don't know. That could be a different problem, different issue. All right, so after hooking up all the wires that matched, I was left with one, I think it was like white and green on the door side of the harness. So from the new door from the junkyard here. And I was also left with I think it was like a yellow and white. And on the vehicle side, I was left with a blue and red. Yeah, there was I want to say yellow and red, white, red, yellow and red on the door side, blue and red on this side. So I hooked those two together. You shouldn't be hooking up wires that you don't know where they go to. Could cause a problem. I think I'll disconnect that and see what happens. See if anything changes. So I don't have a wiring diagram for the doors on this. And I capped off the one extra wire. Must have been an extra option that this has. The green and white. It was a small green and white. Everything else matched up perfectly out of those 40 wires or however many wires. It just seemed like it took forever to, you know, crimp them, you know, cut them, crimp them, put them together. Man, my back hurts. I'm leaning over. But I got her back together. All right, so I had to transfer the door switch over because this junkyard didn't have that. So this just slides right in. Once you hook up the wiring, slides in. Then you got this cover that clips in. It goes over that. It's easy. It's kind of a pain to get them out, but they pop on pretty easily. Just got to get them lined up. So gonna investigate those two wires. I don't know what year this door came off of. I need to call him and figure it out because this is a 2000. I don't know what year the door came off of. It could have been a 99, 2001, 2002. Might have had an extra wire or one wire, like I said, where the blue and red could have actually was supposed to hook up with the yellow and red. I don't know. Gonna have to do a little more investigating. But if you get a door from the exact same model and year and everything, all your wires should be the same as long as it's the same options, power door, power lock, blah, blah, blah. Then all your wire colors should be the same. You gotta do a little more investigating, a little more troubleshooting, but that's pretty much it. Wrap those wires up nice and tight if you didn't have any wiring issues where there was wires a different color. So I've got 3 wires to figure out what they do. I've got to go through maybe Google. I can find something. And put the bolts back on. I got to put that one bolt in there and 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there. After I'm done wrapping up the wiring harness nice and tight with electrical tape, putting the boots and stuff back over it. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Good luck. Have fun. See ya.